What's up, guys? Welcome to the fourth ever episode of the Doordash Podcast. And today we got a really special guest coming on for you guys. I'm sure if you saw the title of this video or the thumbnail, then you already know who that is. But before we get into the video, I wanted to go over how much this channel and how much my podcast has made so far, so that if you guys are out there and you're wanting to make a little extra income, you can know how much I'm making so far. So far, my channel and this podcast have made $712.78. And that's only in the past 40 days. So pretty good amount of money so far. We're creeping up there. We're making more money every single day, but just wanted to fill you guys in on that. Let's get right into this episode. Welcome, Eli. How's it going, man?
Doing well. How are you, Blake?
Doing phenomenal. Thanks for coming on here, man. It's a
Thank
pleasure.
you for having me.
Yeah, for sure. So, Eli, let's get right down to business. Obviously, we're going to talk some DoorDash. That's the main thing, you know. We got to talk DoorDash on this podcast. But first, I just wanted to go into like a little bit of your background. Like, what got you started in DoorDash, and what got you started doing YouTube, and just kind of give your backstory.
For sure. So I've been doing YouTube, making videos for probably like 5 years. You can see my account dates back to 2015. So it's actually like going on 6, but I never really was serious about it. I never really tried and put my all into it until early this year, when I realized I could probably teach people how to DoorDash, since I had been dashing for a full year. I started DoorDashing on February 5th, or it was February 6th, 2020. Yeah, it was February of 2020. And I was up at my college, University of Minnesota, Duluth, and I was just really, really intrigued by the food delivery service that I had heard of. I had heard people talking about Postmates and Grubhub, Uber Eats, and that stuff. So one day, I just went on my laptop and researched this food delivery gig thing, because it got me really. I had heard about it. I had heard people don't make a whole lot of money, and I was like really curious. So I knew I had a lot of side free time.
Yeah.
So I'm like researching like what would be the best service to like sign up for in my area.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough, DoorDash far and away, like DoorDash, the stats just showed that it held at that point like I think 45% of the market share, or almost 50 in early 2020. And I was like, I'm signing up. So the day that I like heard about it and researched it, I was like already signing up, and I'm pretty sure it was the next day, or it may have been the exact same day. I think it was the exact same day. It might have been one day after that I decided. I was in the study lounge of the room that we always went to do homework and study and goof off and shit. And one night I'm up there with my buddies, and we're all just chilling. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna go try this DoorDash thing, because they said I can dash. I don't have a red card. I don't have a red bag, but they're like, you can dash anyway. So I'm like, bet. I'm gonna try this thing out. And I just left, dude. I just left the room, and they're like, all right, good luck. Stay safe out there, because it was like it had to been, I think it was like 8 p.m. or like 7 or 8. So it was like kind of late. It was getting later.
Yeah.
And so I just went out. And dude, I was like stunned. I just went out for 1.5 hours or an hour, and I made like $20, and I was like, yo, wait, this is actually cool. Like I made $20 in like an hour and a half. I was like, dude, that's actually like, there's something to it. Like there's something there. And at that moment I was like, bro, I was hooked. Like that's why I remember the exact day. It was February 6th, 2020. I remember the exact day that I started doing this DoorDash thing.
Wow.
And dude, I fell in love with it. And then I would dash like each weekend and stuff.
Yeah.
And on Friday nights and stuff, and make like up there in the smaller town of Duluth, Minnesota, it's like 100. It's not 100,000 people. It's like 80,000 people.
Yeah.
Which is still a decent sized city, but compared to the city that I grew up in, it's small. So, and the city that I dash in right now is Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Yeah.
It's massive. So the market here is way, way better. Duluth, I was making about 18 an hour to 20 to 20 when I figured it out. And dude, it was just so much fun. And then COVID hit. They kicked us out of the dorms. I went back home. March 2020, and I just hit it so hard. Like I got home and was like, you know what, bro, I'm going at it, and I did it. I just went so hard. That's spring and summer of 2020.
Nice. Well, that's awesome, man. Like I'm same with you. Like the second I tried DoorDash, it was just like immediate hook. Like the fact that you could just like see the money you're making and all you have to do is just pick up an order and drop it off and you just get to chill in your car. It's
It
like
could not be simpler.
exactly. Yeah. So I totally feel you. The second I did it, just totally hooked. It's an amazing job. But that leads me into, so you just started YouTube for fun, but then you really got into the DoorDash content when?
Yeah, so I started making I've been making videos, as I said, like 5 years, but
Yeah.
I started doing DoorDash as like a side hustle YouTube thing for when was it? It was like January of this year is when I released my first video that I called it 10 tips to success in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when that was like when I officially made the decision, you know, like I'm gonna make DoorDash content.
Yeah.
And I remember, dude, that video, like when I released it, it maybe got like 200 views, like maybe. And I was like, okay, that's something. That's something. I was happy as fuck. And then and prior to that, I had uploaded 2, bro, the very first DoorDash video. So I easily could have started this whole DoorDash channel back in April of 2020 in May, but I didn't have the confidence yet. And you can go check on my channel. I have a video, and I released it, bro. It's actually, it makes me so annoying. Like it makes me so pissed off of myself. I made the video on April 20 something. And then I released it. Like I released it in freaking August, I think. Really? I uploaded it. Like I never thought anybody would like be interested in it.
Yeah.
And I just did it as an experiment. And at the end of the video, you can tell I said like, I don't know how this looks or whatever. But like, shoot, I'm gonna upload it at some point. And then I did. I uploaded it. I want to say it was August last year, or maybe it was July. I don't know. It was July or August.
Like a couple months later, though.
It was months later, and I was like, so mad at myself. That video didn't really pull views, but it's so interesting though. I uploaded that video in January that I called 10 tips, and it just didn't get a whole lot of traction. But once my channel started to get traction, that video, like it's showing itself, like it's actually decent content, and it's bro, I think it's up to like 20,000 or more views, and bro, that's all from viewership that came after my channel got like known and stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. So that video was at like 200, and then once you started getting views, it shot up there.
Yeah, dude, it's just it keeps climbing.
That's crazy.
It's one of those evergreen videos. Like, you want videos. The best content is content that can be watched at any time.
Yep.
And it still applies.
Yep. For sure, man. Well, that is good stuff. Honestly, I'm glad you decided to get into this DoorDash content, bro, because it's a good space, honestly.
Oh yeah.
So now we're gonna get into some of the controversial stuff. What is your opinion on DoorDash as a company? I know you were recently deactivated, so maybe your view has changed recently. I don't know. Just get into your opinion on DoorDash as a company.
You know what? DoorDash is just corporate tech. They aren't designed to be for the people. They try to act like they're for the people, but like at their core, like they just do logistics and data. Yep. And they don't really like, they care because they have to care to an extent about the people that make their business possible. But like they have so many other little things that they have to worry about on their end, which I understand. Like I kind of feel for them, but at the same time, I wish they had a little bit more like concern and actual like care for their drivers, and then also like their customers too. I think they could do more with customers and whatnot, but I think they're fine. They've opened like a huge huge. I think of it like, bro, food delivery is honestly like a Pandora's box. Like
Yeah.
when whoever like started because it wasn't DoorDash that started it. It was other companies that
No.
started food delivery.
Yeah.
But like, bro, but when you start peer-to-peer like delivery service, like because DoorDash is just the middleman in the tech. They're on the phone.
Exactly. Yeah.
And when you start that, I think a multitude of issues arise, and it's like, bro, it's like nearly impossible to like mitigate every issue. Like you can't fix every single issue. So like to an extent, I understand like they're just a company that tries to do the best they can. So I gotta give them something for like trying and shit. But like, dude, like they obviously could do better on customer service aspects.
Yeah.
On all accords. Just by starting with people that want to understand like English well and understand your situation,
Yeah.
actually can empathize with you truly, because
Exactly.
they try to do this fake empathy, and I'm like, cut it out, bro, cut it out. I don't want to hear your bullshit. I really don't.
They always use those filler words. That's like you can tell are scripted.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. So, like DoorDash, I think they mean well, but often like truth gets lost sometimes, and like it's so hard to like know who's right and wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
It gets lost in the sauce, bro.
For sure. Well, and it's crazy because I think I saw somewhere that there's like 800,000 Dashers now. And
dude, I've heard a million. I've heard a million.
It could be a million.
Have signed
now,
up. Have at least signed up to be a Dasher.
Yeah, and so if you think about it, like they have 1 million independent contractors. It's not like a company where it's like there's like upper management and then it like goes down the chain, it's just like a million workers, and then you have everyone trying to contact support, and it's just like it's just
a mess.
Yeah, exactly. Like I understand why, but I feel like they could try harder to make their Dashers feel wanted, but I feel like they're like, we have 1 million of them. People are going to sign up. Like, it's not a big deal. We can deactivate people and do whatever we want.
I definitely think that they can like change some of their like how they do their system, because their system is I think is kind of outdated. They need better tech. In fact, in my opinion, they need better technology in order to like stop Dashers from being wrongfully deactivated, like you and I, and like and have customers be truthful and whatnot.
Exactly.
Just bro, I know there's definitely a fix to a lot of the issues. There are definitely fixes, and I know they're probably working on something. Yeah. But like they need to step up their game, bro. They need to step up their game because a lot of people are pissed at them, and it's so funny, dude. Like, bro, you'll see so many opinions online. Fuck DoorDash. Someone says I love DoorDash. Like people, like it's such a mixed bag.
Oh, it is for sure.
And it's impossible. It's impossible to like to have everybody on the same page, because when you have a million plus independent contractors that don't actually like they work for you, but they cannot work for you whenever they choose.
Exactly.
It's impossible. It's impossible to have everyone's needs met,
Yeah, for sure. And well, what I'm confused about with DoorDash is like you've done Uber Eats, right? You were doing it for a while, and like I feel like Uber Eats is so much better. Like the way their app is and the way their tech is. Maybe it's just my opinion, but like, have you ever ordered from Uber Eats?
Never ordered from Uber Eats, only DoorDash.
See, so I order from Uber Eats because they have a selection where you can pay less of a delivery fee if you want to just like wait a little longer. They're like, I think the option's called like, I don't know, you don't need it right then or something like that. And you can click that and it's like takes $2 off. And then it takes a little longer to get there. Or you can pay like $1.50 more and get priority delivery. And you get it so quick. And then like, I just like the way they do it. You can like see the person that's delivering your food, and you can like, just the whole system is better in my opinion. And it just seems like more professional in a way. DoorDash seems like almost like, I don't know, it's like the lesser version. It's almost like a kid version or something. I don't know. Uber just seems more like professional in everything about their delivery app and when you actually order from their food service. So I don't know why DoorDash can't compete with that. It seems like they'd be able to because they're bigger. So
Yeah, dude. And if people notice what you're noticing, bro, they're gonna start gravitating towards Uber Eats.
exactly. Like
Like
I only
DoorDash.
do Uber Eats now. I'll pay $2 and have it there in 20 minutes rather than wait 45 minutes for my DoorDash order, you know?
Yeah. Are you noticing like if you don't have like a pass or like a subscription, are the fees crazy on Uber Eats? Like
They're not
what would an
crazy.
average fee be on an order?
I think it's like $3. It's
$3.
similar.
That's all? Like
Yeah.
all
So
fees
the
included.
fees depend on how far away the restaurant is from you, which makes sense. Like if you're
Yes.
having a Dash or an Uber Eats driver driving like 10 miles, you obviously should have to pay more. Like
You
that
should
makes
have to pay
sense.
more.
So like
Yep.
last night I ordered from Uber Eats and it was like um I think it was 350 for the fee and then
Wow.
and I don't have like Uber Eats premium or whatever their like
Yeah.
subscription services. Um and it was like, yeah, 350 in fees, and then I tipped $6 because
Wow.
I know how it is. And so I tipped a nice tip,
Yeah.
But and it's nice too because like on Uber Eats, you can adjust the tip like right then and there. Because obviously, if
Yeah,
any,
how does it look on Uber Eats? Because I'm
it's
always
so
so
easy.
confused because it says like you may be tipped after the delivery. So you can tip, you can place a tip like DoorDash. It says
Yes,
you can move a slider and it says like you can pay $4, $5, $6, and then you can also tip after in Uber Eats too, right?
yes. So you can input the tip, and then you can adjust it however you'd like after the delivery. So it literally pulls up the like message, like, would you like to adjust your tip? And then you can do whatever. Like with DoorDash, you so obviously I got deactivated for trying to adjust my tip on my own order, you know, um, and because I was trying to figure out how it worked. And
Yeah.
it's such a pain to try and adjust the tip with DoorDash, which I feel like customers hate. Because if you get the food and it's just terrible service, like it took an hour
Yeah.
and like
You'd
all
want to
that
tip
stuff.
them a little less.
Exactly, right? Or if they deliver it and it was like 20 minutes, it was super fast, the food's like super hot, they used a hot bag and everything, then you might want to raise the tip a little bit. So like what I found out with DoorDash is you literally have to contact support in order to change the tip. Like it is
That's bogus.
crazy. Yeah. And so Uber Eats is like, I feel like their whole system is so much better. And so what you're seeing when you're getting an Uber Eats order is the tip that they initially give you. But I don't know if you've noticed that a lot of the time it ends up being more. Have you noticed
Yeah,
that at all?
I have. I've actually noticed that it's been more and it's been like a little less. Like I had one that was like $1 less and I was kind of confused.
Yeah.
They showed me 6.97 or something and it was 5.97.
Yeah. So that means they probably lowered the tip. But a lot of the times, like,
But I've seen it go higher, like
yeah.
way higher too.
Oh, yeah. I literally had a $19 order that ended up being $48. Like, it was crazy.
19 it showed it appeared
It showed
as
19. Yes.
on acceptance and then you accepted and then that's so cool.
An hour later, $48. I looked because I saw my total for the day like jump way high, and I was like, what the heck? And so I go in and it's a $48 order, and I was like, are you kidding me? That's
It's
crazy.
wild.
Yeah. So I don't get why DoorDash can't see what Uber Eats is doing. Maybe they just don't care because they're already bigger than Uber Eats. So they're like, well, what's
They're
the
like,
point?
we have so much market share. They won't change.
Exactly. And so I feel like Uber Eats has to be better in that way in order to keep the fraction of the market that they have,
Yeah, bro.
So,
Otherwise,
yeah.
DoorDash will just be a monopoly, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure. So
Are
anyway,
you finding that you're getting like a decent volume of Uber Eats orders?
yeah,
Like
I
in
get
comparison to DoorDash. Have
so
you figured
I
it
would
out?
say it's about half as many as DoorDash, to be honest.
Half?
But
Okay.
the amount of DoorDash orders that I declined, my acceptance rate was like 9%.
Oh damn, bro! Mine's at like 25 right now. Mine's actually low-key decent.
Well,
right?
okay, so you get a lot of peak pay, huh?
Yeah, bro.
Like,
last night, I'm not gonna lie, I balled out. I kind of balled out, bro.
I bet.
I'm so surprised.
Did you have peak pay?
Yeah, bro. Bro, that's the thing. My market is so sweet. It's like, this is the thing, bro. I can like multiple regions have different amounts of peak pay, and the busiest region had $4. Downtown had $4. I'm
Wow.
like, holy shit. So I popped into downtown for a second, got nothing. And I came
Oh, I'm
back
sure.
to my region that had $2 the entire night. So I was riding on a $2 peak pay from 5 to 9.
Oh, wow.
Bro, but I was out there for 3.5 hours and I made like 136.
Wow.
136,
That's
bro, with just
crazy.
$2 peak. So
Yeah.
it's like, bro, it's so easy when you have like decent peak pays,
Yeah.
but they're
Oh, yeah.
fluctuating across the whole city. Like
Yeah.
that's actually so nice.
Because the $4 peak pays are always so saturated. Like,
Yeah, everyone goes, bro. They
I'm
flock,
like,
bro. So
literally,
funny.
it's so bad. But like, would you say you have peak pay like every night or every day?
Most
Most days.
almost every, yeah, like the only day that wouldn't would be like a Tuesday possibly,
Yeah.
or oddly enough I checked my phone. I don't know if Dash is just being odd, but it didn't show any peak pay for today other than like a late night Sunday
Oh,
peak
yeah.
pay. But they're gonna, if they even show like no peak, it is rare to nearly impossible that in my market on any dinner
Yeah.
and any lunch there is no peak pay. They'll throw out a peak pay midway through that
Yeah. Because
dinner
it's
or
so
lunch.
busy.
Yeah, because bro, they always do, man. Like the population of Salt Lake City is what, like how
Oh,
much?
it's small. I think Salt Lake City itself is like 180,000, I think. I can look it
Okay,
up right now, to be honest. Let me grab my phone.
yeah, that makes sense, bro. That makes sense. I'm pretty sure it's like marketplaces that have under like a couple 100,000, like 200 and 300 and less.
Yeah.
They don't get a lot of peak pays, and they're not priority for DoorDash to give out peak pays.
No, for sure. Because, well, so I'm in so Salt Lake is 197,000 people.
Yeah.
But I don't even,
Suburbs.
yeah,
Is
I'm
that
in
the
the
metro?
suburb.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's like the city of Salt Lake City.
Okay.
But where I am, let's see. 48,000. That's the population of my little area that I'm in.
Wow. And you just dash within that area.
Yeah, so I just dash. It's like just a couple of towns, and I just stay in that area. I don't go outside it. Like anytime I've tried to go outside of it because it's like more peak pay or something, or like, oh, it's going to be busier over here. No, I don't make as good of money because I just know my market like that well. Like I've dashed in Salt Lake City, which has obviously like 4 times as many people, but I make less money because first of all, the parking is terrible. I hate it. And like, I just don't know where the restaurants are. And like literally an address can like pull up in my market and I don't even like need maps necessarily because I literally know the streets and everything so well.
Yep.
And so, but then like if I dash in Salt Lake, then it's like, it takes me longer to do orders and stuff. So I don't make as much, but I never have peak pay. I never have peak pay. It's so rare. It's like maybe one time a week on like it's usually 9 p.m. to midnight is when I'll get like a $2-3 peak pay on like a Monday.
They love throwing out those late night $3, bro. I swear that happens in every marketplace, like every marketplace. Because they have to. I mean, it's actually kind of smart. And I know people are out there hustling at 11. Like, bro, I can see it. If I look at my dash, it'll be busy for a little bit and then it'll go grayish or pink because people are out and they're actually trying to get that $3 peak pay if they missed it any other time of the day, you know?
Exactly. Yep. For sure, man. For sure. I wish I had more peak pay in my area, but I guess it doesn't matter now because honestly, Uber Eats has some good promotions. Like, have you done
promos in your area too, huh?
Yeah. So there is not a single time of day that I do not have a promo during Uber Eats.
And what are Uber Eats promos? Like how much extra? What do you get?
So it's like it's a multiple of the order total that you're already getting. So it's like 1.5 times the order total or like 1.3, 1.7, you know?
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. So like this week I have a lot of 1.7 times promo. So like on a $10 order, that bumps it up to a $17 order.
Wow.
Like, so that I think it's because so many people like aren't doing Uber Eats in my area. It's just like so many dashers. And so I feel like Uber Eats needs those promos to get people to go out. And that's why I still make a decent amount and it's weird because there's always those promos, I like hardly decline any Uber Eats orders. They're always like pretty good payouts, which is just completely different than DoorDash. Like DoorDash, I'm not kidding you. I was like the other day before I got deactivated, I literally dropped to like 6% because it's just like so many bad orders because my area is so spread out. Like it's like it covers like, I don't know, 15 miles, maybe more. Like it's pretty spread out. And so it's like sometimes I'll just get orders and I'm like, man, I like, who accepts this? Does it just float around in the DoorDash system forever? Like $4 for like 12 miles. I'm like, literally, who is accepting that order? Like it must take so long for them to get their food.
Exactly.
I literally don't like, does some brand new Dasher just end up accepting that order or something? Because I don't understand who would actually do that order. Like it's crazy.
It's gotta be it.
It's crazy. All right, next question. I'm trying to see where I'm at here. Okay. So do you plan on doing DoorDash content like just while you're on YouTube, that's what you're going to do, DoorDash content? Or do you see your channel going in other directions? Like, or do you have plans in the future for your channel once you hit like 50,000 subs or something?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I definitely do. I'm going to keep writing out DoorDash content for as long as I can. But while I do content like DoorDash and food delivery and whatnot, I'll be throwing in a little mix of videos and stuff. I know I've seen Nugs. Yeah, I respect Nugs for putting out content that's not exactly the biggest, like it's not the content that's getting him the views, but it's just content. So if people like your personality, you can be successful in a lot of different verticals. But like I'm starting to like think about making videos about cryptocurrencies and stuff. I know I'm gonna make a video where I'm gonna invest my YouTube paycheck in crypto. So that's gonna be interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, bro. So I want to get more into like just finance, like you, dude.
Yeah.
Like, bro, have you thought of making like more because you could be making a multitude of videos. You can make so many different types of finance videos.
So I have honestly, like, so especially now because I'm deactivated right now, obviously. I want to do more finance stuff, but anytime, maybe it's just because I was too small before. And now that I have like a couple thousand, it would actually gain a little traction. But like anytime I'd put out a finance anything, it would just do trash compared to DoorDash. And so like while I was growing my channel, I figured I might as well just do DoorDash as much content as possible to grow my channel. I was thinking maybe once I hit like 10K subs, I'll kind of do half and half, like a lot more finance stuff, because then I feel like it could get more traction. But honestly, right now, I like just dissecting like the like gig economy finance and helping people out with that, like how to do taxes, where to put your money, different stuff like that. So I want to do more videos like that on like where to put your money, where to invest your money as a delivery driver, like just videos like that, just kind of tie in the gig economy into the finance aspect of everything. That's kind of what I try to do in some of my videos, but obviously there's only so much you can do with that, and people like the Dash vlogs, so
they do. I think you got to keep riding the Dash wave, and then when you start to weave in that finance aspect and you start to like suggest people where they should put their money, that's good. Exactly. That's quality. That's quality content, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and it pays good too from YouTube. Like it pays way good.
What is are your RPMs up? Are they just stagnant?
Mine are like $13-14.
Damn, RPM. Bro, mine is chilling at like 8.5. Mine's been at 8.5, 9 for so long.
Man, so mine actually got all the way up like a couple weeks ago. It was at $17 RPM.
That's nuts.
It was right before tax day, which was like May 17th or whatever. And my taxes video that I uploaded, it was just getting like so many views, and its RPM is like 23, 24, something like that. And so it was bumping up my whole channel RPM. and it was crazy. So I'm like, I need to do more videos like that if the RPM is going to be that good.
That's nuts, bro.
Yeah, so that was crazy. And I have like my one video that I'm like how to make $38 an hour multi-apping. It's like it sometimes gets up to $40 RPM.
What?
Yeah. I mean, it only gets like
That's
50
nuts.
views a day or something like that, but it is a crazy RPM. And I'm like, I don't know why that video just randomly like gets that high of an RPM.
That's
So,
nuts, bro. That's
yeah,
nuts.
I know. So I guess it's just my YouTube name. I don't know. That's got to be it.
Maybe.
Anyway, let's move on. I'm trying to see where I'm at right now in these questions. Okay, now we're gonna get into like, what is the most money you've ever made in one day? Was it your 24-hour day, or have you made more than that?
It was the 24-hour day. Yeah. I say like the 24 hours was technically 2 days because it's like early 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. Or yeah, it was like 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. So obviously those other 8 hours of that other day are definitely part of the like, but I'm pretty sure I was at $563 at 3 a.m. the next day. So maybe I want to say my best day was around 500.
Okay.
I probably made 60. Yeah, I probably made 63 from like midnight to 2:33 a.m.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say I don't know exactly like a number, but it would be that day where I made $500, which is really freaking good. And I could have, bro, like now that I think about it, I had a recently on my $2,000 week on Friday. I did 12 hours on that week and I made $427. And that was only 12 hours. So like, dude, I could put in a few other hours and I would have had I would have had over 500 easily.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, my best day was Memorial Day, just barely. Like it was crazy.
Bro. Yeah, you had like, $420.
Yeah, and it was like 10 and a half hours. 10 and a half hours.
Mad good, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Bro, there must be something to the Memorial Day thing, bro.
I guess so. I don't know. Well, and that's the day I got that crazy tip, the $19 that jumped me up to 48.
Yeah.
So that helped out a lot too, obviously.
Yeah, bro.
What's the most money you've ever made per hour, like for a day? Not necessarily just like your biggest hour, because well, you can go over that too. Like what is your biggest hour, but then also like what's your best for like a 4-hour chunk? Just like were you averaging like $50 an hour for 4 hours or like?
Yeah, my best 4-hour chunk would probably be around 45.
Oh wow.
It's not, I don't think I've hit 50 an hour consistently for more than 3.
Okay.
I've definitely made $100 in 2 hours, like multiple times. I've definitely made $100 in 2 hours, but that's kind of rare.
Yeah, that's like peak dinner time.
I know, and I've had like, and during that I had like a huge catering order. So I'd say like my best 4-hour period is definitely like when you and I did, that was definitely one of your best. Yeah, when I had like 180.
Yeah, wasn't it like 187?
180 something. It was 180 something for we did 4 hours.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, 180 for 4 hours.
Yeah,
so that's like pretty dang good. And I remember, bro, we both were grinding, dude.
I know, we were killing it. That was crazy.
That was fun, dude. That was fun. Like, bro, you don't understand. My mentality of that thing was so interesting, yo. I went into it like I think in the beginning, I like somewhat forgot I was even competing. Like I was like, la-di-da-di-da, it's another Saturday.
Both our first hours, mine was like 24. Yours was like 28 or something, or was it
28
like
30? Or 30? It was like 30, and I was like, it's just another day. It's 30 an hour. It's nothing too crazy.
We started like texting back and forth, and like the competitive nature just came out, and we were like,
bruh, yo, you don't understand. You when you said you were at like 60.
Yeah, because our first 2 hours, I was ahead by like $2 after.
Bro, you were ahead by $2, and that's when I realized I was like, oh shit, he's got my back up against the wall. And then And then I was like, okay, now I'm driving really fast.
I'm
I'm
going
going hard as fuck. Like, and then, bro, that's when my market just does me well, bro. That's when my market just threw me like a huge seafood order.
I
Like,
know.
I just started to get baller orders after that. Bro, I made so much money in the last hour and a half. Like, it's stupid how much money I made in the last hour
Because
and a
you
half.
were at like, I was ahead by $2, and then the third hour you did way good. I made like 36.
Yo, I'm gonna
something
bring
like
that up on my phone. Hold up. That's just so funny, bro. That night was amazing. That was so great.
Literally, that was so fun. Like, because after the second hour I was ahead, and then the third hour you hit like $40 or $50 or something like that, and I was like, man,
Yeah, bro. And then 60 the last hour.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh, because I hit 51 that last hour, and I was like, there's no way he made more than me that last hour. And then you tell me, and I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
Bro, yes, bro.
I was like 51 in the hour. I'm like, I got this guy. Like,
bro, I'm telling you, my last, okay, I kept getting 50. So like 3 in a row. It was 2 or 3 orders in a row that showed 15 stacked order, $15, 3.6 or 3.5 miles. And I was like, bro, I had that 3 times. And I'm like, and obviously that turned into like 18 and 20.
Oh yeah, because they were getting tips.
Like, but it was the Ocean Air seafood room that's when I turned it around, bro. That's when I turned it around. I had just dropped off a stack that appeared as 17 and ended up being 25. Bro, when I dropped off this rusty taco, I dropped off a rusty taco order, and it had showed like, like it's like $17. The first one was $9.50.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, oh, this order is gonna pay what is that, $7.50? I'm thinking $7.50, right? Yeah. I drop it off because that's what it showed. Dash, it shows like what they think the order is in the upper corner. Yeah. And it's like $7.50 this order. I'm like, oh damn, I drove really far for this. Yeah. And then I drop it off, and then I'm like, $10 tip, $14.50. Let's go. That's so when I got that order, that's when my energy switched, and I'm like, yo, I actually have a chance. Yeah. And then the Ocean Air seafood room, I'm telling you, bro, anyone that's watching to this point and doesn't believe that I think I've heard a lot of people say you need to be close to like the restaurant that's like giving out orders. Bro, that could not be less true. You don't need to be close to the restaurant, bro, because I'm telling you, I don't know if it's they know that I have a catering bag, that I'm a good dasher and whatnot, but bro, and it wasn't even marked as a catering order, this Ocean Air seafood room. They sent me this order, and I was so many miles away. I had to have been 8 miles away from the restaurant or 9. Wow. And they sent me this order. Bro, I'm telling you, when people say that proximity matters, I honestly don't think that's true, bro, because I've had huge orders come to me when I'm miles away. And it brings me back to my region, bro. Oh, yeah. So they sent me this order, and, bro, I got $25 payout on that shit, bro.
That's crazy.
It's nuts.
Well, I once had this place called Cubby's. It was during lunch, and it was like a catering order, and it was like $350 worth of food. And I was not close to it whatsoever. I get that order, and it's like 5 miles away. But I think it's because they know the dashers that have a high customer rating and a high amount of orders. Because like my dasher account, I have like 4,000 deliveries under my belt. Or like,
you have 4,000?
Yeah.
Yo, no way.
Yeah, bro. I've been doing it for over 3 years now. So like,
damn, you're an OG, bro. You're an OG.
I've been through it, and I mean, I've been deactivated 3 times in 6 months now, so that's cool. But I think they do like the algorithm knows if you've done a lot of deliveries and if you have a good customer rating, and they'll say, bro,
it has to, bro, because I have friends that have way fewer deliveries and a little bit less of a customer rating, and they're always confused that I'm getting these bigger orders. Yeah. And I'm like, I honestly think it might have to do, they must know that I have a good rating and that I have a lot of deliveries.
Exactly. And I think they know, like, because customers can leave comments and stuff, and like put what you did good, like, oh, they were friendly, they followed my instructions, And so I feel like DoorDash knows if more customers are doing that on your account, then they're going to send you those bigger orders because they know that the customer is going to be satisfied. It makes sense that would be how it is, So
facts, bro. Like, I have very kind driver. He came fast, like, bro. And I've had like super like friendly stuff. Like, people have written comments, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I had 1 thumbs down on order handling, but 11 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down order handling.
See, but that's like not even your fault. What if the people just made it like crap and then they got it?
In the last, however, whenever they take the measurement, I've only had 1 star.
Oh wow.
And then the rest are 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. What's your customer rating?
4.89. Bro, I swear it has not moved. Bro, it's been a 4.89 for so long.
Mine always hovered from like 4.83 to 4.92. It just stays in that range for me.
Yeah, bro.
Which is like, that's what I'm saying. How does DoorDash see that? And like
3,000.
Ooh, you just passed 3,000. Nice, man.
3,000, bro. Yes, sir.
I don't get how DoorDash sees that. Like, okay, this guy has a customer rating of that high. They've done 4,000 deliveries. We're going to deactivate it. I just don't get that.
I don't understand why they did you like that. That's so stupid. That's so
stupid.
Bro.
Seriously, bro. Anyway, I think that's a good place to wrap up, honestly. Hopefully we've given you guys who are listening to this some great content, some great stories. And yeah, thanks for coming on, Eli. And we'll see you guys next week on the next episode of the Doordash Podcast.
Thank you. Thank you, Blake.
Yeah, for sure. Peace out, man.
Peace out, bro.